What's up, gear gods? Thomas Mims here, and today we're going to be looking at my rig because you requested it at the Gear Gods and in Virtue, and I'm going to do my best to do this in a very professional way. Okay, first, here I have my very first legit guitar besides a LTD Dave Mustaine V that I regret. It was kind of like my first tattoo. But this one I've had since 2009. I have been on one tour with it with my old band back when I was 19. Got it in 2009 for like $600. They retail for around 200 now, so it's amazing the lack of resale on these things. But this to me was like the at the time in 2009, Les Pauls and Fenders were like the guitars to have, and obviously I could not afford a Les Paul, so this was like the marriage between the two, and I really like this guitar. It's got like a maple top, Duncan design pickups, which I didn't know what those were at the time. It's got, I think this is maybe not a veneer. The binding's really thick, so maybe it's like legit, like a fat maple top, maple thingy on the front. Missing knob here because it just comes off. They do that. It has a lot of abalone, which back in 2009 that was like really cool. But I also thought back in that day that this was like not too much. But today's standards, this is pretty corny. But I really like it. The headstock actually snapped at one of my last shows in 2012. I didn't hit anything, I just kind of went down for like a metal stomp on the ground, and I think the force from my foot up to the headstock just snapped this part off, and I just glued it. Clamped it and glued it, and it works fine actually. So, moving on. I just got this guitar. This is my 7-string. I just got this last week. I actually bought a Solar guitar, a Solar 7-string, and I had the Solar for 3 days, and I decided I just knew it wasn't for me. Because I don't know how to set guitars up. It is loaded with foam because it's tune-o-matic, and I know how Trey loves tune-o-matic bridges, so yeah. This is my first time having EMGs, and there's a lot of how much of my playing relies on my dynamics, the way I play. And I mean, these just pick up every little mistake you make, and I already have a weird picking technique. I don't know if I'll keep them, but it's really cool. It's got like one-piece neck, perfect for some green screening effects for the ultimate memeage. Shout out to K-Mac. Over here I have a bass, bass, whatever you can call it. And I got this, it's a Ernie Ball or a Sterling by Music Man knockoff. I think that it's actually an amazing instrument. I'm very interested in getting more Ernie Ball stuff. One of the customers was playing bass, and I just told him how much I love music, and he was like, "Hey man, do you want a guitar, a bass guitar? I'll just give it to you. I bought an Ernie Ball today, and I don't need it." And I kid you not, he gave me this bass. Happiest day of my life. If I can remember, I'll put the picture of me getting it that day and how stoked I was. I don't play bass really, but it's very useful for you know, mixes and stuff. I could never bring myself to sell it because, you know, I got it. It was just given to me out of the kindness of someone's heart. It was really cool. Dog hair. It's got an active preamp in it, which this thing sounds great. I've never changed the strings on it because it's just too expensive. But over here I have a Takamine that a friend let me borrow 10 years ago, and I've never really done anything with it. If Brent watches this, He's now a doctor, can you believe it? He said to just hold on to it. So that's what I'm doing, I'm holding on to it. In this case here, I have my classical guitar. I'm a music major. So that is that.
Ooh, baby sweet cream.
Okay, moving along here. I have a pedal chain thingy, okay? By the way, this is my current setup here. It's extreme. It's a storage unit for my, it's honestly hell. Because of the quarantine thing and all this stuff, I had to quickly move out of my college town and just grab what I could. And I grabbed everything I could. Ooh, hey, who's that guy? Okay, so over here, what I normally do is I use a 2-notes captor. I just got this 2 weeks ago, and it is amazing. Of course, I'm sure we all know. I'm trying to learn how to really just get real cool tones and stuff. I'm new to this world. Back in the day when I played in a band, this was just 10 years ago. This was unheard of. So yeah, I got a Jim Root head in orange. I'm really obsessed with making vintage tones sound modern, but still retain the quality of vintageness. It's a really cool head. I'm sure some of y'all have heard of it. It's got like 6 tubes in it, or valves, whatever you want to call it. I really love this amp. The hard part is getting the sound of it to stay true in a recording, the sound that I hear in the room in the recording. 2x12, I got this for $400 on Facebook Market. Had to get it. Little thingy of picks here.
This is perfect twerking music.
It is! You're a good twerker, baby!
Oh, forgot my little box of microphones. I have over here some guitar straps, some more tools in there to fix things. I think over here I got some more pliers and some screwdrivers. And these here are toothbrushes for cleaning guitars. That's really it. It's not for cleaning teeth. I have here, oh my god, we have an SM48. It's like a starter mic. Got it for cheap. It's really heavy. I like this a lot. This thing's sick. It's actually really good. There's something about like making good quality music, at least the best you can with like limited gear. A SM57 knockoff. This is actually, I bought this for 17 bucks on Wish, and it's actually pretty nice. I mean, it's a mic, it works. But it's funny, I bought all this mic stuff, and then I got the 2-notes, and I don't even feel like I ever need this stuff, so maybe I'll find a purpose for it one day. Yeah, well, so what I normally do is I'll run one of my guitars into this little mini pedal board I have here. This is a compressor. Things are awesome. I never knew the power of compressors when I was playing shows back in the day. I love these. Can't really imagine playing without it. This is just a simple EQ. I use it as like a clean boost. I got this Friedman here like a month ago off some kid on Facebook Market for $100. This thing is amazing. Yeah, this thing, totally amazing. You can do so much with it. You could literally just use this and a clean signal, and it could be everything you've ever dreamed of. Over here I have a decimator. I got this off my old bassist for $40. This thing is sick. It's absolutely amazing. At the time, I had been taking a break from music for years because I was in the military and stuff, and I just was kind of grabbing whatever cheap stuff I could get that I knew I needed, and I did not know that this thing is kind of like legendary within the noise reduction world. I just got this to make the dry sound of an orange a little more interesting. It's like a $20 reverb. It's actually really good. So, also have an MXR carbon copy. Got that for like 60 bucks. Over here I have more cheap pedals. Really amazing, probably better than Rev stuff. but you know, beggars can't be choosers. And this is a Donner Morpher. It's actually really nice. It's like a copy of a Sure Riot. Harmonizer pedal, I use that sometimes. It's more just for fun. And then a loop station, which is actually really nice. I like this more than my Boss RC2 because it's simple. Oh, cables. I got some sick cables, bro. Check out these freaking cables, bro. I am an orange fanboy, let me tell you. I am a brand brat. My chalkboard, I'll write like goals and things on it whenever I can. A pick maker, a elbow thing so that if I ever want to record a video, I can just slap it on something and kind of do that. But then my iPhone broke, and I'm recording now with an iPad. This is really awkward carrying this big old thing. Tools to fix some things. Oh yeah, forgot to. It goes into my Scarlett Solo. Might want to censor that. And yeah, this thing's pretty cool. Simple. I run my 2 notes into it, into this, and then that goes into this, and then this is my monitors. Currently, this is all I have in this temporary setup. I do have like some speakers at home at my college apartment, but I mean for right now, this is all I could find in this house. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Forgot to display this. This is an underrated piece of gear right here. The underrated section. Okay, this is a footrest. Very underrated to rest your foot on because I play classical style. I don't like to. I'm not cool enough to like put the guitar on the side of my body like a Les Paul or something. Whoa! Don't look at all that. That stuff's crazy. And then this is the other underrated piece of gear. This here is a mic stand. You can't mic anything without a mic stand. And then there's a nice little case. Yeah. There's my model.
Baby sweet cream. I have severe gas.
What?